frustration? Visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one at 62 yards in the air. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kaneda Wangu. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. As this complete to Woods. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'd say they learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
Mevis knocks this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go, set! Three!
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Philly. 66 yards.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
They'll run with Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, an 11-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Saints take over 1st down 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And some space here. 39 yards there, a big one. Oh, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Dragon 60. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Cougar 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 50 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. 14-yard line.
Come on.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off-tackle run here for Nick Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Cut my team.
Chubb on the counter. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
19 right. Hey, check that. Street. Get up.
They'll look to throw.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Touchdown! Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And it's now 21-17.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
18 right here, 18 right here. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll set up to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a gift to Chubb, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And if they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the... He's got a man, complete! A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Eagles 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. A short kick taken at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Jelani Woods.
Six yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Levis on to attempt the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Saints 31, Eagles 31.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Back to throw here. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Airing it out deep for Smith. They've got his man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith,
59 yards.
and the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
There's another big play for him right there, and that's not the first time we've said that throughout this game. This last catch puts him over 200 yards receiving for the ball game and leaving the defense with just one word in their mind: helpless.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now a give running left is Nwangu.
And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
Touchdown!
Kene Nwangu.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
760.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Nwangu going to get it on the counter.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Kene Nwangu.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Saints are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. from the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
19 Tiger.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
second and 3. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Put big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done.